Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. And if you're new, welcome to the family. My name is Pearl. I post videos every week about nursing, medicine, faith, and lifestyle. In this video, I want to talk about how to study in nursing school so you can get A's in all your classes and get a really good GPA. So if you're interested in that information, then keep on watching. And also, for those who have not yet subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe on your way out. It's below the video. It's a red button. It's free. You do not lose anything. So please, please, please subscribe to my channel so you can help me grow my channel. So let's get into the video. So nursing school, first semester is usually the most overwhelming for a lot of us because we're getting into a new profession and there's a lot of information that you have to learn in such a little time. So it's not new, it's not anything strange that you are struggling. But in this video, I want to share you a strategy that I came up with that helped me to go through nursing school and get A's in all my classes. So like I mentioned in my first semester, I struggled for the most part, and especially in the first half of the first semester. First of all, I was trying to keep a full-time job, which I don't know who I thought I was, but that was the beginning of my problems. On top of everything going on in nursing school, I did an accelerated BSN program. So it was crazy. So I remember we did a first, I think it was the practice assessment, just so we can get a feel for how nursing school exams go. And I failed that exam. Like, I was like, what is going on? This is not normal. This is not me. Girl, you have to sit up. You have to come up with a plan. You gotta fix this. So what I did was, first of all, I cut down my hours. I only worked on the weekend because your girl needed money for gas. And I also came up with this plan that I'm about to share with you guys. So let's begin. First off, you want to know what kind of learner you are. Some of us are visual learners, some are auditory learners who just listen to podcasts. Some of us just go off of our our lecture slides, and we do good on our exams, while others have to read textbooks. Whichever one works for you, figure it out, and we're going to talk more on how to use this strategy to help you study. In my case, for the most part, I just studied off of my lecture slides and I did good. But every now and then, I looked up videos that helped supplement my lecture notes and what my lecturer said in class. So figure out whatever works for you, and then we're going to talk about more how to use that. Secondly, you want to have a plan. You can't just go through nursing school just like that. You have to have a plan. You have to have a schedule. Account for every single hour in the day. Figure out what you want to do in that hour and for how long you want to do it. So come up with a plan. First of all, start with your upcoming exams and assessments or quizzes or whatever you call them in your school. Map those out on your schedule, when they are due, when they're coming up, and then also map out when you want to prepare or study for these exams or tests. And then also add when you want to study or review the material that was taught on that day, because you don't want to pile everything up for the weekend. You're never going to be able to keep up with that material because a lot of material keeps coming up every day. So try to go through whatever was taught that day in the evening. Make sure you understand everything. So when the next day's work comes in, you are just moving forward and not trying to work on what was taught the previous day. Also, when doing your schedule, do not leave anything out, from watching TV or going to the gym or hanging out with your friends or hanging out with family. You want to include that already in your schedule. That way, you know what you're doing every hour. This is an efficient way of using your time, and it just also takes away that anxiety you're worrying about. When will I study for this, or when will I review this? Because you already know that you have everything planned out before your exams or your quizzes or before your assignments are due. So try to plan or schedule everything during the days or during the weeks or months, or however long your semester is. Next, focus on the important things. Nursing schools and their lecturers give you a ton and ton of information, which all of that is not necessarily high yield. They give you all this information to help you understand or get the full picture of what they're going to be teaching, but they would not necessarily test you on that information. So, how do you know what to focus on? How do you know what's important or high yield? Make sure you pay attention to what your lecturer is saying. For most nursing schools, the lecturers are the ones who come up with the test questions. So they will usually try to mention this high yield stuff in class, try to explain those stuff to the students so the students at least have an idea or an understanding of these concepts that they know will be on the exam. So by you making note of what the lecturer says, you are also keeping track of all that information that's going to be on the test. So if it's already on your lecture slides, make sure you highlight what the lecturer says. If it's not there, make sure you add that to your notes so you know what exactly is going to be on your exam. I know for some nursing schools, it's not necessarily the lecturers who come up with the questions. Some nursing schools use outside resources and their questions for their assessments and exams. So in that case, you can still be able to tell what's going to be on the test by focusing on four sections. You want to make sure you have your pathophysiology down because literally everything is going to be tied to your pathophysiology. The patient's symptoms, what medication the patient is going to be on, is going to be tied to the pathophysiology of that disease. You also want to make sure you know the signs and symptoms to watch for in every disease. You want to know what nursing assessments you're going to perform and what nursing interventions. And also, keep it at the back of your mind that during your nursing exams, try not to pick the choice that says to call a doctor or to call somebody else because they're trying to figure out what are you going to do if you don't have anyone else. So make sure that you eliminate all other choices before choosing the option to maybe call a doctor or call somebody else. Next, you actually have to study. Like there's no way around it. You can't get A's in your classes without you studying. So, but by this time you already have your schedule, you know when you're going to be studying. And I want to add that when making your schedule, you should know yourself, know your attention span, know how long you can study in one sitting. For me, it is 2 hours. Once it's that 2 hour mark, I have to take a break. I may or may not get out of my seat. I may just look through my phone, Instagram, or whatever. But I need a little break between the 2 hours. So figure out what works for you and block out those times for your study. So now that it's your time to study, try to go uninterrupted. Put your phone away. No Instagram, no TikTok, whatever. Just try to focus on studying and make sure that you understand all the important concepts that were discussed in class. I also want to add that make sure that you do not leave class with unanswered questions. So during your lectures, try to ask as many questions as possible to get clarification. And even if you're shy, you don't want to speak in class, you can always stop the lecturer before they leave class and ask your questions. Because after lecture, you're going to be on your own and you're going to be trying to figure out how to understand this material. Granted, you can always contact the lecturer, but what if they don't have time to meet with you before your exam? You're going to be struggling with that unanswered questions. So try to have all your questions answered before you leave class. And then when you're studying, that's the time for you to bring in the outside resources. So whether you are a visual learner or an auditory learner, whatever works for you, like we mentioned earlier. For me, I would use videos every now and then to supplement my lecture. So if you're going through your lecture slides and you find that there's something that's important and you can't quite understand, this is a time for you to use these outside resources to add some flesh to your lectures. So if you want to watch a video, if you want to read textbooks, whatever works for you depending on your learning style. And also, when you're doing this, try to add important points that will help you remember this concept to your lecture notes. Why do I say that? Sometimes before your exam, you don't have enough time or a lot of time to read through your textbooks or to watch videos or whatever you do. So when you make your notes and add everything to your lecture notes, you have all your notes in one place and you can just skim through real quick before your exam. Also, when you're adding notes from outside resources, try to color code them and make them, try to differentiate them from your lecturer's words or whatever your lecturer said in class. That way you can tell what your lecturer actually said and what you added. Again, maybe you're going to be struggling with time right before your exam. You can just focus only on what your lecturer said before going into the exam because you know those are the important or high yield points. Lastly, when you're studying, if you find that there's an important concept that you're having trouble remembering, you can always make flashcards. I found that flashcards are very good at helping you remember little details or important details that you otherwise may have trouble remembering. So, if you find that there was something important that you're having trouble remembering, try to make flashcards with just maybe a sentence or two. I'm not saying copy all your textbook into flashcards or copy all your lecture notes. Just the important points that will help you remember the concepts and make sure you go through your flashcards. If you make too many flashcards or bulky flashcards, you're not going to be able to go through them. So that's just going to be a waste of your time. But if you just focus on the important things, you'll be able to go through them every day, which I highly recommend you do. For me, I did my flashcards in the morning because it usually takes me about maybe an hour from when I actually wake up to when I get out of bed. So during that time when I'm struggling, I can just go through my flashcards real quick and try to go over or rehearse that information. That spaced repetition that you do every day is really, really good to keep things long term in your memory. I hope these tips were helpful. This really was a game changer for me. So trust me, if you try this is not gonna fail you, I promise. And that's all I had for today. I hope this was helpful. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. And until next time, bye bye.